It's May, middle of May, like May 12th. Make this pretty quick as possible. In the side garden beds, we've already started pulling up the peas. We're letting them go so we can get some peas, and they're being swapped out with green beans. So in our raised beds, we've got a little bit of everything still going on. A couple lettuces still making it, squashes, kales, some kale going to flower. We still got beets in here. It's really packed. I'm letting these kale seeds come. I want to harvest my own seeds. Down here we still got potatoes. We got green beans coming up. We got peas on the fence. Squash in the ground. Persimmon tree. We got a couple strawberry patches, not getting much. Let's turn this around. So the raised beds are filling out. Now I'm having an issue getting ready to plant my summer crop. But I've still got other things such as Brussels sprouts. And you guys, there's no bug damage yet. I'm hoping no sprays, no fertilizers, no nothing used. So we come down here. We've got some strawberries forming, blueberry bushes, and then the raised beds again. So we're also getting our very first zucchinis down here. We've got 3 of them starting to form, and these leaves are growing kind of big and they're healthy. No evidence of pest pressure yet. So I've been pulling some bugs, some caterpillars, and feed them to the chickens. So if we take a look at the backyard, what we've got going on, we've got elderberry going to flower. Right behind the elderberry, we got a cardinal moving in. As we go to the left, you see we've still got the Orient pears that survived a lot of the bug damage. Plum cuculio hit it, other bugs hit it, but they're still holding firm. I haven't lost them. I think the bug eggs just did not take. So we got to push this branch out of the way as we continue. And then we look up here, up in the sky, we've got the toka plum, the bubblegum plum. It's doing 50-50. So, not much. And then we looked, as we keep going down the trail, we have the Santa Rosa plum. Now I am happy that I kept the Santa Rosa plum because you see it's got a lot of plums, but it's also got a lot of problems. So I'm going to pull these. I'm pulling all of them. So anyone that has bug bites, I'm just pulling them out since I'm not spraying. So Santa Rosa plum, guys, anyway you can see it's still holding quite a bit. I'm not sure when I harvest the Santa Rosa. And then as we look up here, we have the emerald drop pluot. He's putting out pluots now, still holding them. And I've got these little marks on them where I would come and dig the bug bites out with a pocket knife. And it looks like I got the bug eggs out. So as we continue to go up, we have another pear tree here. It's got a couple pears. But what's happy down here is the sweet scarlet gummy berry. It's been putting out gummies for a while. I enjoy them, but this girl right here loves them the most. There you go. So I'll make sure to give her more when the video's over. And as we come up here on the donut peach, we still have a few peaches. Hopefully we'll keep a few. And where we come from, you see the fruit trees are finally arching over the walkways. It's finally coming together. So as we push the donut peaches out of the way, under the beautiful mimosa, we have an apple tree, a peach tree from seed, and we have another pluot tree. We're right underneath another pluot tree. As we come down, no reason to walk down this trail. Indian blood cling peach, blueberries. We got stuff like echinacea popping up. What is that? A beauty berry popping up, green beans, and the grapes coming up at the front. Anyway, that's that. Now as we come and duck under these pluots, to the right, we have one of many blue false indigos, but we also have the Sidjo persimmon. It's putting out its very first persimmons. Gets back on track. This is just a plum tree, a native plum. So we have our first peach tree we come to that's got fruit on it, a good amount. regular peach. No, this is the Alberta peach. As we look to the right, we have buttloads of fruit still on this pluot tree. And I'm thinning them out. Every time I find one with bug bites, I pop them off. But this thing has gotten weighted down so much that now the branches are sitting on the ground because it got too heavy with fruit. As we go to the left, we got our very first harvest, very first peach harvest. I'm starting to pluck them off. They're pretty hard. They're firm, but they're ripening on the counter. We lost a ton of these because we haven't sprayed, but we're keeping some. Like, that's nowhere near being ready to go on the counter. But as we come up here and we get some with more of a blush and a little bit of a give, they can go to the counter and start ripening. And I'm gonna do that once I see the next set of bug bites. I've been out here piece by piece, fighting all kind of pests, pulling them off. And this is what's left after no sprays, no fertilizers, I've got the shot hole disease wreaking havoc, but I'm still not gonna spray copper. See, the leaves are just popping off. It's defoliated quite a bit because of that shot hole disease. Now, look here again, the amount of pluots on that. So we'll back up, look above, another pluot tree. And this one, it's still doing about the same, but we're taking some off, and then right to the left of it is another peach tree. These still have quite a bit of peaches on there. I've pulled off a lot. But this pluot tree, that pluot tree, and then here we are. This one was battling blight. This is the moonglow pear. I popped all those off. And as we come into the backyard, what we missed, if you look at the ground, the amount of mulberries is just crazy. These ones, they're getting pretty big and they're really, really good. All right. I'm gonna try to make this a lot quicker anyway. The back trail, starting to arch over tons of food, tons of blackberries. First peach harvest. Now as we come down to the front yard, just an overview of the several peaches. And then here we have another birdhouse tucked up here in the Carolina Jessamine. So as we get an entrance to the backyard food forest, now as we head down the driveway, first thing we're greeted by, it's hard to even leave the house because my truck keeps bumping into peaches. Not sure what peach tree this is. I got it for 20 bucks, but for the first time it's loaded. And same thing, you can tell in here, I'm pulling fruits off almost daily when they have bug bites. So that's when I do my thinning. I don't thin until I see compromised fruit. This video is probably cutting off soon. In the front yard, we have a persimmon tree I just planted, loaded with flowers. I took a lot off, might take the rest of the flowers off because it's not growing fast. Honeycrisp apple. It doesn't look like much until I get closer. So when I'm standing on the street, it's about 7 feet tall. And then as we go down here to the other apple, I'm not sure which variety. Oh, we've got pink lemonade blueberry. And we've got our first batch of apples. I'm gonna get out here and thin them. I'm just waiting for the bugs to get to them first. And as we continue up, nothing's really fruiting yet. The pawpaw lost all of it. It's because it didn't have a pollinator. We come up here, we've got raspberries forming. And then the last thing that we have are the blackberries. Lots and lots of blackberries. So we're getting peaches, no bugs left as far as I see in my notes. And once they come, I'll battle them by hand picking them. But no sprays, no fertilizers, no nothing. Let's see if we can get some fruit.